Twilight? Star Swirl? I've wanted to meet you my whole life. I can't believe you're here.
I don't think he is here. I don't think any of them are.
You summoned me at your peril, Star Swirl. Once I defeat all of you, this realm will embrace the darkness, as I did so long ago. Drawing me here will only make me stronger. You will never defeat me. We did not come here to defeat you. What are you doing? We came to contain you.
Hello, everybody. Welcome once again to the Brony Show, episode 399. I am your host, still, Circuit Main, and I am with a wonderful cavalcade of panelists here to bring you the Brony community for yet another week. That's right, we're still going strong. It's still going strong. It's not stopping. It won't stop. Why won't the train stop? I wanted to get off. I want to get off the train. The train won't stop. I want to get off the train and it won't get off. So we're going to go ahead and start introducing people. We got CMC.
I'm just gonna start eating cold pizza at you. Really tasty.
And we also have Deathlight Productions.
I can tell you why the train doesn't stop. It's because Cole deliberately took out the brakes.
That would not surprise me, but I think Cole
He don't want to get off.
He don't want to get off. The train is mine. You get.
That's how it is.
And we're also joined by Tech Stallion.
Well, coal dust may be the reason we're still going.
And Toakoi.
That was an awesome opener, but I question why the hell is Starlight on the pillars whenever... Never mind, too many questions.
No, think of it this way. Starlight is on there, but Link is not. Use your head.
Damn you, time travel!
Actually, I was thinking alternate dimensions. And we also got Suki of the Otaku Ascended.
Death to robots. Death to all the robots in my way.
By the way, vaguely creepy.
Yes.
A cold pizza hot pocket is a sin against God.
Also, it's hot as a rock.
It doesn't
Why would
depend.
you do
No,
that?
it's just a sin in general. A cold
I'm
pizza
sorry,
hot pocket
all
is a
hot
sin.
pockets- all hot pockets have to be lava on the inside.
They have to be lava. They have to be hot. It's in the name. You don't have hot pizza. You just have pizza. That's why it can be hot or cold. Hot pocket needs to be hot.
Although warm pizza is better than cold pizza if you're wanting it
What?
delivered.
Lies.
Fuck
I have actually had
fuck
some
you.
really good cold pizza. I've had some
Dude,
really.
good.
You can fuck right off. I survived college on cold pizza.
Same.
I'm not saying the day after. I'm saying if you order a pizza and it's cold when it gets to you, something's wrong.
Well, that's a problem, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about just cold pizza in general, not if you get a delivery.
Cold pizza in general is freaking awesome.
Oh, for crying out! Well, why are you talking about your pizza being delivered by Mr. Freeze? What the?
Shit out.
Here's your pizza. It's a little cold. Don't mind it though. I made sure to chill your root beer for you. Which is like what?
Yeah.
I'm doing this so we can have some fun because the world is kind of a disaster.
We are no.
So that chilled root beer is actually an ice block.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, frozen root beer is still delicious.
It's an ice block. You can't get any flavor off of it.
You can if you lick hard enough.
Just suck on it.
You just suck on the bottle opening. What are you doing? This is my choice. I made this choice.
I put it in the freezer by accident.
I ordered from Arkham Asylum Pizza. What do you want?
I used the back credit card. Biggest mistake of my life. Oh.
And after that distraction, how's everyone been?
We should continue quoting the best movies ever, but
well, I don't know. I think
My Little Pony movie and Die Hard.
Yep.
You know what?
Because you must open up your eyes to the possibility.
I'm gonna open up your eyes to a machine gun. Ho, ho, ho.
Ho.
Yeah, you can tell it's been one of those types of weeks.
We're just having fun with it because
it's only on Monday.
You know, let's go ahead and roll into it because we're just goofing around because it's a Monday. It's already been the beginning of a crazy summer, of a crazy year, and just next week we will be hitting episode 400, which is going to be monumental. There are so few shows that ever hit 400, let alone a simple little podcast that keeps breaking every other week, has to fight YouTube because of constant blockages, and of course is ran by a show host that has no idea what they're doing, but just kind of keeps flying by the seat of his pants.
Plus, we are technically the oldest Brony media thing ever at this point.
I'm not gonna count that anymore. I think at this point we just kind of surpassed everything, so there's no point in mincing words.
Some of the
except for Equestria Daily. Equestria Daily beats us out.
Oh yeah, they are the
longest
oldest
continuous Brony podcast.
Thank you. We'll go with that. Longest continuous Brony podcast. I'm gonna.
I know that string of words because that's what my high school marching band is for the state.
I may have joined the game a little late, but
hey,
I'm here.
Better late than ever. But anyway, let's jump into things here. Of course, as I mentioned, we are coming up to episode 400, and for those of you who are wondering, Circuit, what are you gonna do for episode 400? I mean, you've done so much for the in the Brony community, and you've been around for so long. What great and amazing feat are you going to do to celebrate 400 episodes? And at that point, you just kind of see me curled up in a corner and rocking a little bit there for a little bit. But I will tell you, once I get myself back together, we are going to go into Minecraft, onto a special server run by Short Circuit, friend of the show. No. Yeah, it is Short Circuit. Why did I think? Yeah, I got it. My brain's confused with somebody else. Yeah, Short Circuit, and we're going to actually get everybody, as many people as we can together into that server to build the Brony Show bar/putt studio on an island that we have designated. Several feet up, several feet down. rooms for everybody, hanging garden, pool on the inside, actual bar, and anything else we can cram into that thing. Because
Wait, you want a hanging garden? Fuck.
well, I
Dude,
said I
we have
well,
much work to do.
I wanted. I said
Okay.
a garden on the
above
roof.
patio.
a garden on the roof. It's a garden on the roof, man. I want a roof
Oh,
garden.
well, we got a nice L shape planned out for the roof. That'll be
yeah.
nice.
Okay then.
Yeah, CNC and I have been working on this for a while.
I need to double check if we got the acacia for it.
We can always go to the field across from us and chop all those down.
Now, see, this is why you just wait around in the tree garden and wait for them to pop up and then take them down and plant more.
True, this is why we did the tree farm anyways.
See, this is the stuff we've been talking about. Of course, I do also want to mention to people out there, if you are interested at all in joining up with us on this, we will get for anybody who is in our Discord. We do have a specialized Minecraft group that we've been using to organize ideas, thoughts, and resources. And if you are interested, just let us know in that group and we can go ahead and give you the server information when time comes. And you can be part of the Brony Show crew building up the great Brony Show studio in Minecraft, which we'll probably take a few pictures of, and then at one point it'll get wiped from history outside of the pictures due to some sort of server glitch.
Short has a good thing of backing up every day or so.
It's a joke.
I gotta say, 400 is the relaxing one that you can do. 500 is the one where you have to figure out, okay, what grandiose thing do we have to do because we somehow made it to 500.
I'm not gonna worry about that too much for now. Even though, granted, I didn't worry too much about 400 when we hit 300, and look at where we're at now.
Yeah.
But in any case, so that is that's a little bit of show news here to celebrate though. Celebrate and give ourselves a chance to relax because we're dealing with summer heat. We got the United States Independence Day, which will probably be a forlorn barbecue with about 3 people because of Celestia's Pancake Fiesta, which unfortunately
my fireworks festival actually got delayed or turned off because we usually have the crazy fireworks festival here.
Oh, that's
yeah, a lot of fireworks got canceled here too. So.
And I have learned that come Saturday, everyone has to wear a face mask down in public in my state.
Oh, they already did that to mine a few days ago.
Yeah, but I'm in the Bible Belt, so that's kind of...
I'm in the Rust Belt where everybody is so far away from each other it doesn't matter.
Hey, I live in the Bible Belt too, Toa, so I feel you.
Hey, I live...
I feel sorry for that.
Dude, I live next door to the heart of the Bible Belt. Shut up.
Forget your Bible belts. I live next to the LDS Special Underwear.
Yeah, and I live directly above you. So,
but we all deal with insane people. But yeah, in my case though, I have like 20 or 30 different hamburger patties that I've been storing for what was going to hopefully be a Brony barbecue, which is not going to happen. So my July 3rd is literally going to be grilling them all up in a charcoal grill before the meat goes really bad.
That's always fun,
right? Actually, it might be kind of fun in all honesty, but you know what? We're getting far and away. Let's bring it back some. So yeah, to relax for this week of insanity, and also next week, which will be a complete insanity with episode 400. We're going to go to Scribble.io and we are going to do some Pictionary games together. Of course, we're going to have a little fun here as we're setting up a bunch of custom words. And we got a bunch of custom words here. And we're still requesting words in our Discord. So if you want to contribute any words that are Brony or pony related, please feel free to throw them to me directly. Feel free to message me directly because, well, you could also put them in the lounge if you really want, but... yeah, a lot of people have been messaging me directly. We got a lot of words. We're still taking more because we want to fill this up as much as possible just to drive everybody crazy. we're not going to sneeze at 400, though. We are very proud of what we did here. I'm especially flabbergasted that I managed to go this long. I did not expect... I mean, when I started the show, I expected to just go until the Brony community kind of subsided, and that was the end of Season 1. We're at Season 9. The Brony community is not dying. Pony Life is just starting to come out, and actually, it's not bad. It's not bad, which is surprising as hell, but that beside the point. It's the community is obviously never going to go away, so the chances of the at this point, the show's only going to end when I decide to end it at this point. But that's another case.
In all honesty, we could just ride the My Little Pony coattails because, honestly, we have Friendship is Magic as the background if something goes wrong.
But in any case, that's a lot of shenanigans here. Let's go ahead and give everybody else's vocal cords a chance to warm up and step on their podiums with a little bit of What's Up, Brony. So, I have to ask, what's up, Bronies?
Life, that's what's up.
I thought you were dead. Whoa.
Wow.
Trying not to go insane through all this bullshit.
Trying to figure out how you move various game save files from one device to another with a new phone.
Well, I am glad you have a new phone.
I'm trying to keep looking productive at work. I'm kidding.
What phone did you get anyway?
Samsung J2. Whatever the hell that means.
Who knows nowadays? As long as it...
Galaxy J2.
Actually, I've heard good things about the J2, and I have been looking into getting another phone because mine has been just periodically resetting lately. It's like, once in a while it decides it wants to work and then suddenly die. I don't know.
All I know is it's the low end of what was being offered there because they just got the A21 while they still had the A20s on the shelf. And it's like, I don't need something that massive. I just need something that works, cheap, fits in my pocket.
I personally love my flip phone that can play YouTube videos, because that way I have music wherever I go.
Meanwhile, I've got my YouTube Music app, which is basically the same thing, except it can just play it as music.
Nice.
I mostly use my mix off of YouTube. I do have ads, but I'm like, I don't have the right phone, nor do I want to spend money just to listen to music.
Yeah, I didn't.
I also have access to a ton of podcasts because it's through my Google Play account. So
true.
I didn't really do much. I just pulled the engine transmission off my truck frame, pulled the gas tank off, checked the gears on the rear axle, make sure everything was good. Oh, I've been working in the rain and mud all day. It's raining even now.
Actually, it's raining a little bit here too, which has provided a nice little relief to the heat, which will be good for 2 to 3 days until it gets muggy and hot again.
I'm so happy I decided to buy new boots this weekend. Because my old boots had holes and they were falling apart.
Well, that also tells me that you're a hard worker and your boots served you well.
I bought a pair of $40 boots. They lasted me about 2 months.
Again, you work hard and the boots served you well.
All right. Well, in any case, does anybody else have any other What's Up, Brony going on? Other than looks like Deathlight has engine assembly again. Ooh, look at all that engine.
Engine and transmission. That's why it's long. Yeah. Got a new gas tank coming in. It's going to be a 20-gallon gas tank instead of that 15-gallon that we got sitting there. But, yeah.
Oh, you're going for the big gulp size.
Well, yeah, it's going to pair nicely with that engine because then you can get that engine to run about 30 miles per gallon with the setup that I'm going to be running with it. So 30 miles per gallon plus a 20-gallon fuel tank. It's gonna take a while for that thing to refill it. I need more words.
Okay, I feel like I just did something shameless, horrible, and probably ear splitting in some cases, which I apologize to the ear splits. Didn't expect it to be that loud.
Wait, what
Okay,
is that
so
picture of?
Engine and transmission, is that what you said?
Yeah, it's a 2.2 liter transmission with a 4L60E transmission behind it with a 15-gallon gas tank in front.
Yeah.
and you're doing a 30 miles to the gallon in a 20-gallon tank.
Yeah.
That is 600 miles. And unless you're planning on driving across several counties, I don't think you'll need to refill it but once a week.
Yeah, I'm trying to make it so I have to fill it up every 2 to 3 weeks, going from work and back.
2 to 3 weeks seems reasonable. Maybe 2.5 at the very most,
Well,
2 weeks at the least.
I mean, hell, if you're going for that right now, if you're going for that right now, you only have to fill the thing up like what, once every 3 months?
Oh, wait, I don't have to fill it up at all.
Yeah, I'm just thinking. Well, right. I'm also thinking of the fact that I sit at home every day right now.
Well, for me, it's 25 miles up to work, 25 miles back, so it's 50 miles per day. So
Yeah, that's definitely within the reasonable.
Yeah.
Like at the end of your start of the second week, you might be in trouble.
part of the reason why is because diesel gets up to like $3 to $4 per gallon during the middle of the summer. Then as soon as it's winter, it crashes. So if I don't have to fill that thing up 2 to 3 times during the summer, I'll be perfectly happy with things.
Well, in my area right now, gas is still under $2.
It's like $2.50 right now where I'm at.
I don't even remember what it is here because I haven't filled up in like 3 weeks. And I haven't been paying attention.
Yeah, it happens.
All right, I think we need to get I know that there's a train going here. I just don't know where my train is going anymore. All right,
The train has gone off.
The train has
Is
gone
it a
off.
train of thoughts? Is it a train of potatoes?
Well, it's a train of conventions, online pony conventions, because there's definitely a lot more going on with these. So we're gonna go ahead and get started on that. Let's start with the conventions that we do know about. The Ponyfest Online / TruckCon Online. That's kind of gone in an interesting direction. So
what happened?
Well, technically, Ponyfest has canceled it, their 4.0, because it's going to be a full-on TruckCon Online convention now.
I'm down with this.
No, it makes sense. I get it. So yeah, we're not going to get a Ponyfest 4.0, but we are getting TruckCon Online still on July 17th through 19th in a few weeks. However, that's not the coming convention. No. Instead, dang it. I think it was sorry, I'm trying to
just came and went.
Was it? No. Okay. Well, yeah, there was that one, but Burning Merit came and went. That's not the most recent one. Okay. Does anybody know the Sim group does a Ponyville Cider Fest?
Windy City.
That's it. Thank you.
I should at least know that because Winchester said he does work for both.
Right. Now, the big reason I'm bringing up Windy City is they have decided that they're going to do an online convention this weekend. It's also being helped out by Ponyfest, which is also probably why Ponyfest decided to kind of remove 4.0 because they're helping out with 2 online conventions. So, if you're looking for another pony convention, how? But you are still in luck, as Windy City PonyCon 2020 is going to be completely online. So you can go ahead and support another pony convention. This one with a lot of fun merch. Seriously, you should buy some of the drinking glasses. They're freaking awesome. And I also love the sweater from Ponyville Cider Fest, which you can also buy. That thing is so awesome and cozy. In any case, Windy City is having their own online convention, which is pretty sweet. However, that's not the only convention happening this weekend that I'm going to be paying attention to. Some of you may know that I am actually an anime fan as well. Big shocker. Now, the fun thing about...
Sacrilege.
Hey,
I can't believe it.
I will sacrilege as much as I want. Somebody take that out of context. No, but no, Funimation is actually doing their own online convention as well this weekend, which is going to be interesting since it's one of the first major publishers that's actually doing an online convention.
Yeah, that is weird.
It is crazy, but it might actually be interesting. So I'm kind of crossing my fingers and hoping for the best on that. It's not the only one though. There's another anime convention that is happening. Was it I think it was Gen Con? No.
Suki, can you back up some more info if you got any?
What now? Sorry.
Okay.
No, I'm just
About
distracted.
that,
No, it wasn't Gen Con. No, there's another anime convention.
Anime conventions are having online stuff as
There's
well.
there's a lot of conventions going online, and there was another big anime one that is normally around this time, but
oh crap! What's usually going on right now? It's not. It wasn't Acon that's normally going on right now, is it?
no, not Acon.
Not Otacon?
Not Otacon. Yeah, let me bring up my. I pre-regged for it, which I'm that insane. Let's see.
Oh, Expo. Anime Expo.
Anime Expo?
Yeah, I think it was like Anime Expo Light. Let's see.
Yeah, I know it's not
No.
YumaCon because that's more the October-November time.
Anime.
Yeah,
that's right,
Anime
no, it is-
Expo Light.
Yeah, it's Anime Expo. That's right. Anime Expo because that's on. Yeah, because that's always been July 4th.
Yeah, so there's also Anime Expo Light, which is also apparently going to be doing a convention this weekend as well. Along with, I think there's also a furry convention going on, but I don't know about that one too much, unfortunately.
Yeah. Oh, okay. They're calling it light because it's online.
Yeah, just completely online and only for a couple of days.
Well,
Wait.
yeah. No, actually, wait. Was that? That's. I think was Anime Expo always only 3 days or? Oh no, it's 2 days. Okay, that's down to 2 days.
Yeah,
Oh no, wait,
down
never
to
mind. That's
2
down to 2 days. So it's. I know Anime Expo was at least 3 days. It might have been a week.
Yeah. But yeah, if you like pony or anime, it's a good time. And there's also a furry convention, so if you're also a furry enthusiast, you'll have to look it up. I don't know which one it is though. But yeah, this weekend is a busy one for online conventions. Go figure. I laugh because I cry. So yeah, a lot of conventions going on. Unfortunately, there's also a convention not going on, LooneyCon, which we've been promoting because I do know the creator, and Looney the Turtle is an awesome guy. Unfortunately, he decided to postpone LooneyCon 3.0 for now. He's still trying to get mascots, guests, things set up, and he decided he needed to put a hold on things until he can get things a little more squared away, which is
And
understandable.
Suki, I just looked up at least the very first Anime Expo was from July 3rd to the 6th, so roughly 3 days, maybe more.
So probably 4. So well, 4 including that first like registration day. That's what a lot of cons are doing now. Is a lot of the bigger cons, it's pretty much the same day that the first day you can go get your badges and everything is also the first day of the con officially.
Yeah. By the way, Burning Mirror was actually pretty fun. I got to check it out to some extent, which it was pretty fun too. The funny thing is that Second Life PonyCon was also doing their music festival at that point, so it's like alternating between feeds if I wasn't liking the musician too much, or they were having technical difficulties. Which one of them did have some pretty annoying difficulties, which was sad. Anyway, I'm getting off track here. So online conventions all around. Wow. Speaking of which, if I know I keep talking about Second Life PonyCon, it's only going on for a couple more days. I believe tomorrow is actually their last day. So if you did want to check it out, and if you don't mind Second Life, I do highly recommend checking it out just because they did do a really amazing job putting everything together. And it does look great.
And remember, there will be online archives.
I'm trying to
make it in person.
I'm trying to make online archives. Unfortunately, that's a little bit more difficult than I expected. But well, that's another time. We're going to go ahead and move on here. Let's go ahead and get into news because there is plenty of news to go around. Oh boy. Okay, you know what? We're going to go ahead. I'm going to address the giant elephant in the room here because this is one that I'm sure some people have already seen some note. And I am going to address it just because I kind of feel like I have to, but to an extent. So here, let me give the brass tacks. The Atlantic has posted an article about Nazis in the Brony community.
Oh.
It's a just to put it bluntly, though, it's somewhat of a fluff piece. They basically initially in the article labeled Bronies as a bunch of Nazi, anti-LGBT, white supremacist cloppers, among other things. They changed that to cloppers being all of that instead later on, so yeah, that was fun. But essentially, they just said that that apparently the Bronies are full of well, Nazis. Yay. Of course, another article came out a couple of days later from New Counter, which basically said, no, they're not. Granted, a lot of them are into porn, but that's about it. So, I'm just going to say this, guys. We already know our stance that we don't like that kind of crap here on the show. I don't like that crap in general in life, but I also don't think that we have like a ton of Bronies that have a problem. I'm not going to deny that there might be a few that kind of exhibit questionable things at times. We're not going to endorse it in any way. I would, if you really are curious, check out the articles. But remember that these are massive fluff pieces that they seem to just be trying to stir the pot in order to get clicks.
And I mean, in the world of news, they're going after, I'll be perfectly honest, they're going after a really dead target.
Oh no, it's a very dead target. It's kind of sad in a weird way.
This is how bad they starve for gossip and
No, this is just what any news things does. They find something, and then they go off on it, even if it's an old thing.
They're digging into the dregs because we're all rats in a cage right now.
Yeah. Actually, Fox News already did something like this. That's why they're...
Yeah, that was
like years ago, though.
6 years ago or more now?
That was 6 years ago. We'll never hear from it again because...
It was so old.
Oh, that was fun. But yeah, read the articles if you want. Honestly, they're just a bunch of crap anyway. I wouldn't give them the time of day. Live your life as normal. But I feel like I had to address it because this is just something that, is popping up a lot. And we do need to, and it's the elephant that we gotta say, yeah, there's the elephant now. Don't poke it and ignore it, please. Don't give them what they want.
Which is views, so.
Yeah, they want views. They want those clicks, so just don't give it to them unless you really, really want to. Instead, let's take a look at a bunch of ponies that are living their best summer life by doing hobbies.
Yeah. Oh my God! Wait, Circuit, real quick.
Yeah.
I just encountered the internet and a username.
Wait, what?
What?
420 no scope weed them boys.
Okay.
That was literally that guy's username.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Okay, I expected the 420 and the no scope, but we them boys.
Anyway.
Okay, these hobbies are great and amazing.
Yes.
Oh no, the hobbies are amazing. They basically have ponies doing this different little hobbies that some of course, Bronies do, because usually they do ponies around the world. But they can't do it this year for obvious reasons. So they got ponies doing hobbies instead. And yeah, you just basically got ponies doing everything from woodwork to DJing to walking in the woods still, I guess.
Here's Woods.
I'm sorry, but I have to show number 109 to Cole.
Oh,
I'm
yes.
feeling a train.
Oh, we got
It is a train.
Punko doing Animal Crossing. But yeah,
Only I could link on the page.
there's
straight
a
to that
ton of
page.
pictures here. There's a ton of them. So if you guys want to take a look, please feel free to. We'll go ahead and show the one that we're gonna have to show Cole at some point.
Oh, there's the
Ponies.
D&D one.
Ponies
I was
doing
waiting for
Zoom.
on
that.
the second post.
There was
looks like
ponies
you're in
doing
the-
Zoom. That was great. I like that.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's a surprising number of them working on vehicles. That's actually kind of surprising to me.
crap.
Of course, if you didn't, if that's not enough for you, they actually have a part 2. With,
The one I popped up with the train is the one that is the part 2.
no, that was part 1 apparently. Actually, they scoofed it up. Oh no, they did goof it up.
No,
For some reason, part 1 they swapped them. Part 1 is part 2.
Reading photo.
No,
Yeah. I'm not lying. Right here. Ponies Around the World Hobbies Edition.
Oh, wow, that does say part 2, and it starts with 1.
Yeah, they goofed it up. It's funny.
Yay?
Oh well. But it just means that,
Nay.
it just means that there's a lot of pictures. There's over 100 different pictures. You can have a lot of fun with this. Oh hey, here's Oh, it's a is that a gondola? That's not a gondola. Oh, it's a Mayflower train set. You know what? I'm just gonna keep the image there for a bit. Another Coal Dust favorite. If you haven't seen it.
That's a boxcar of some sort. What number is it?
Number 12.
Number 12.
But yeah, so like out of all these pictures, I kind of like 6 of people working on vehicles. I'm like, okay.
Oh, yeah, it's a gondola car.
Oh, we got one in a freaking armory. You know what? We're done. No,
Yes, medieval armory.
Medieval armory. We got medieval armory. We're done. This one.
We're done. Show's over. Go home.
Well, you have the Trixie there, so you have your fireball.
Oh, we do
Yes.
have our fireball. Yes.
Well, maybe a confetti rocket though. You don't know for sure.
That's if you have a pinky.
I actually thought
I'm
about
trying to
it.
remember it now. Firework should be firework instead of fireball. Yeah.
Oh, and there's Fluttershy watching
Beastars.
Yeah, no, I was trying to go with Zootopia the anime because
That's
the
the
joke.
way.
It's not Zootopia the anime though. It's very good though. It's very good. I love it. I loved it. I watched all of it. It's good.
Yeah.
But we're gonna.
Yeah,
Yeah.
season 2. I think season 2 slated for what, next year?
Yeah, probably next year.
Probably.
At this point, I wouldn't be surprised for next year. Okay, I'm getting a little too wrapped up in this. We're gonna put that down.
There's a lot of greatness in here.
It's so
Yeah, there is.
wonderful. So, speaking of more online conventions, because why not? Alicon has decided to do both. They actually have decided that they're going to kind of do a hybrid for this year in October. So this is going to be exciting to see as it comes out. So in October, they're going to do a small physical convention, and they're also going to do an online convention. They're hybriding it. So
Interesting.
one convention to rule them all. So if you're in Australia, you can go to the physical area where they'll probably have small, like maybe a smaller venue and things going on there. But they're also going to have they're going to do an online presence for people who either can't get there or worried about COVID or, just want to go to an Australian convention and can't get there. But yeah, Alicon is doing the hybrid. They're doing hybrid strats. It's really fun.
Neat.
I'm actually excited to see it, but it's in October, so I can actually breathe a little bit before this comes out.
Yeah, that's always good, but the whole thing is we just gotta wait and see how the world goes. Because we're only on level 7 of this 12-stage year.
So, who wants to see what the future of pony merchandise might be bringing?
I can already see.
Well, let's
I've
show
seen the
everybody
plush.
then. Symbiote Studios, or Symbiotes. I probably pronounced that horribly. I'll go Symbiote. Symbiote
Yeah.
Studios has picked up the My Little Pony license for plushies, pins, and shirts. And to give you an idea of some of their work, which actually has me really excited, here's a Shovel Knight plushie. Here's a bunch of goofy shirts, which it looks kind of like a kind of a Stitch sea monster of some sort. I think that's a Pokemon down there.
No, I think that's the mascot up there. Oh, I see the blue one.
Not
No,
the,
Wait.
All I know is that Shovel Knight, if they've got that kind of quality for that, then I am interested to see what they're going to do for Pony.
Oh no, I am
Or
supremely
if they are
excited.
going to do Gen 4 stuff.
I think they still are because Gen 5. We haven't even seen concept images for Gen 5 yet. So
Well, it depends on how they're going to try and stylize them. Are they going to stylize them like
4 or 4.5.
exactly?
Admittedly,
Yeah.
that has me curious too, but I'd still be curious for the results regardless. Especially since 4.5
It'll still
hasn't turned out
probably
to be
suck some of my money.
It'll still suck some money, especially if they do a good job of it. 4.5 hasn't started burning my eyeballs and melting them like I've opened up the Ark of the Covenant, so I'm gonna go with it. I'm okay with it.
It'll probably be better than butt streamers, so it will be worth it.
Nothing will beat the butt
Yeah.
streamers. Cardboard main though, nothing. It'll be better than cardboard main. But butt streamers will always be wonderful. A party with every gas. So let's go ahead and move on.
Very little people outside the fandom will even understand that.
And even less people who have actually been in the show long enough will remember that.
Out of context, Brony show by streamers.
Okay, I've got a thing for the thing tonight. Butt streamers.
Yeah, you're a little too late. I already put it
Darn
in
it.
here. I got the same I got the same as you though. I'm like, yeah, that has to go in there. Speaking of which, if anybody wants to add any, we still got a few minutes left, so quickly get them to me. Alright, so Price of Fear, Lifeless Space has come out. This is from our friends that have done a lot of these particular games, essentially using a originally using a Warcraft engine. I don't know if it's still doing that, but apparently with every iteration that they've come out with, it's gotten slightly better and better. I haven't played this one yet, sadly. But it looks really interesting, basically being in a essentially dead space with ponies in armor.
Sounds
How
interesting.
much does the armor help you? Probably not at all.
Probably not. It's probably cosmetic.
It just makes you feel a little bit better about things.
And it makes you feel cool as you get ripped apart.
Yes.
At least I look awesome. Okay.
I had a moment of freedom and awesomeness.
Alright. And finally in our bit of news, the art director for Pony Life did a quick Q&A on Twitter last week. So they just answered some basic questions like on the cutie marks, why they were more simpler, which obviously it's because their bodies are smaller, so you can't have a giant elaborate cutie mark on a small ass. What can you do?
Yeah, it's like they dumbed down a lot of the designs, so that doesn't
They dumbed
surprise
down
me
the
at all.
designs. They talked a little bit about the art design, how the different color styles came about, the things that may have inspired them or what they were aiming for. Though the most hilarious thing I read is the fact that they have never heard of Teen Titans Go, which was
It's like the exact same styling almost.
it seems that way, but apparently
Well, it's like that mixed with classic animations like Dexter's Lab. I kind of noticed,
Yeah. But yeah, they actually, nobody was thinking Teen Titans Go when they made this. They were just trying to create a show for modern kids, slice of life, with the general art style, which admittedly a lot of shows are leaning towards. So I'm just wondering if it's just that one of those inspiration manifestation kind of situations.
Somebody brought up saying like prepare for MLP with the Cal Arts style, so that might be just what's coming out of Cal Arts, essentially.
Well,
I can see that,
also,
actually.
That's kind of a bit demeaning because it may be the style, but it's not the only thing.
But I mean like the art style and everything. So
Yeah.
because
I have no idea what that means.
Cal Arts is a very big school. Like a lot of the people, basically the people who founded Pixar went through Cal Arts.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
that kind of explains some of these shapes then.
Yeah. Basically, CalArts is short for the California animation
Yeah, I
college. or
figured it
something
was a
like that.
college name. I just didn't know what its styling looked like.
All right.
But a lot of people are saying that. But it's Yeah, the one thing that people seem to forget is that a lot of professionals in their industry don't always keep up with like what's actually going on in their industry themselves. Sometimes it's other people have to tell them like what's going on, things like that.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I would think with animators, I mean, especially if they are actually pretty consistently busy, I mean, there's a good chance that they probably just stick to their work for the most part, and maybe like like I don't know if two like unless they have friends who are
If they
like the
zone out
leaders.
the TV, they're probably watching real life things.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I was gonna actually say, as soon as I started going full time into audio stuff, I stopped listening to almost everybody else's audiobooks and stuff for My Little Pony, and I started listening to podcasts about other things.
Well,
So I didn't know what everybody else was up to when it came up to audio editing and books and whatnot.
Plus, in some regards, some people actually avoid that stuff actively because they don't want it to color what they do or be accused of ripping somebody
Yeah.
else's styles off.
Yeah.
Which,
Yeah.
that kind of stuff comes
It's
after.
actually I actually find it really funny that like I'm a fan of one industry where that's kind of not the norm. And that's professional wrestling. I mean, everybody watches each other in that.
Well, they kind of have to because who knows when the storyline will be, and now you're fighting this person.
No.
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 I mean, like basically the only anomaly in the business that everybody talks about is Vince McMahon. Apparently, Vince McMahon is like one of the guys that does not watch anything other than his own product. I'm not talking about like somebody in WB watching another person in WB. No. So people in WB, a lot of the wrestlers watch AEW. A lot of them watch the independent scenes. Watch Ring of Honor. All that.
Yeah, you gotta see how various people are doing things, as well as see, okay, what kind of style of chokeslam does this person do?
Yeah,
and if I want to adopt that kind of thing, how do I need to change it to make it my own?
It's also how, I mean, it's also the reason how I mean, a lot of guys get their jobs at certain companies because of that, because somebody was like, hey, I saw this guy and he's like really good. We can use him.
Well, any case, so that is what's going on with Pony Life there, and a little bit of information from the art style. So let's go ahead and go into our fan submissions and suggestions for our challenge of the week. Now, of course, the past few weeks I've issued the basic blanket challenge of the prompts. Do the prompts for the artist training ground, and either one of those, and we'll be good and dandy. Of course, after this week, that's going to change because we only have about 4 or 5 more prompts left before the artist training ground is over. So I decided I better start actually giving you guys real prompts now.
Nah.
Let's see. But for now, and for the moment, we still do have the current entries that we have for this challenge of the week. And we do have a couple. We do have a couple here.
Well, the protest of this last week was also to add miscellaneous sports equipment to your artist training ground pictures.
Ah, thank you. I actually...
Did you forget about that?
A little bit, yeah.
Yes, I did.
I don't forget nothing. Now, who are you again?
All right, now this...
I don't know who I am.
Okay, so this one was actually one we got from Deathlight. And considering everything going on, I'm just going to grab it. So, Night Song Mini.
Yeah, I'm just getting a miniature come through the mail. So, it's a little custom thing. I'm really happy about it.
Yeah, it looks pretty awesome.
Yeah.
All right,
it's a 3D printed resin base, so
yeah, someone who
gonna be pretty strong.
Yeah, who does 3D printed based off of filament, not resin. It's a little bit easier for them to screw up, but they don't have the chemical wash of the resin that you need to worry about.
All right, and so for this week, me and Toa have also been following the prompts as usual. Of course, we're going to limit ourselves down to 3 because of time. mostly because of time. Because yeah, we go off forever on things, and I love that. I love that we can just keep going off forever, even though we've been doing this long. But we also have to, we kind of keep ourselves reined in, which means I'm gonna rein myself in right now. And so,
Yeah, you bunch of old men.
all right, so starting off with, this is actually one that I'm especially proud of because this was a pain. I asked DM21 for his OC character, and he gave me a thumb stamp image. This thing was tiny, and if I zoomed it in, it became horribly pixelated. So I basically had to kind of get an idea of the body proportions and everything from just a little bit of details that I could get, and I drew this. Of course, I'm a week back. There was the protest challenge of cookies, so I just decided to throw cookies in there anyway. And it's okay, DM21. It was actually a really good, fun challenge for me to draw this, but the only thing I can't figure out is it kind of looks like that it's supposed to be a hippogriff, but it doesn't quite follow the same motif, so I don't exactly know what your character is.
It was probably a hippogriff before there were hippogriffs.
No, the hippogriff always had like the body part of an eagle. This has like the body of a pony, the legs of another pony, and the.
You should not make fun of amputee victims. It's not their fault they couldn't find their body parts back.
Or
It's a hybrid Draconicus apparently. You know what? I'll buy it. I will buy it.
Yeah. I was gonna say because Circuit, that one leg, it looks like he's got a Popeye arm.
I'm not gonna lie. I had the hardest time with the proportions and stuff, and I forgot to redo the proportions on the back leg after the front leg fix. Because his arm actually does kind of do the Popeye thing if I saw the little image right. But that's not the thing that stands out the most. It's the fact that I have to give him the largest ass I've ever drawn on a pony.
Oh, you should draw an ice song then.
No, seriously, this was a bit of a challenge, and I did like it. I liked actually being able to stretch myself a little bit harder with this, and it was fun trying to get everything figured out. So yeah, DM21, I am 100% all right with all of this, and it was a lot of fun for me. Let's see, legs of a goat, talons and front legs of a griffin, and the body of a pony. Oh, so those are goat legs on the back. Okay.
I should give you a list of all nice things parts. It's quite incredible that I made her into a coherent looking character.
All right, next one. This is one I did for Mogul Dash. I actually had the harder time because I decided to do the Mach 5, or at least an attempt at the Mach 5.
You did a good job at the Mach 5.
Yeah,
I'm mocking you about the Mach 5.
But no, yeah, I didn't have a whole ton of time, so I figured just draw the pony in a Mach 5. It'll be easier. No, the Mach 5 was harder to do than the pony. Granted, yeah, the expression was glorious. So,
yeah, this mock-up is a mockery of the Mach 5.
Yes.
Actually, it's a mock-up of about 3 different Mach 5s. It's changed shape quite a lot over the years.
Yeah, no, I was just running with the joke.
I see.
Keep with the mockery.
There is one thing I kind of felt stupid about. I had the finish line there, but I forgot to put the arrow, so it almost looked like Mogul Dash just drove past the finish line off a cliff. As funny as that would have been, it didn't make much sense, so that's why I kind of went back in and added the small arrow that said that the finish line was actually down there, which is why they're kind of Mogul Dash is kind of going down.
Given what I recall of Speed Racer, that's not too far off.
I wouldn't doubt it either. No.
No.
The car will somehow survive and actually land perfectly safe.
Yeah, it's the driver you gotta worry about.
Actually, somehow
honestly.
it'll land even shinier somehow. It'll land looking even better than it did before.
Exactly.
It's like it's a Squidward mobile. You whack it with a door, it'll actually get more handsome and beautiful. Let's move on here.
Oh man.
And this is one I wanted to try to make a bigger group shot and have a little bit of fun, but also do something a little simpler. So I have everybody in a giant ball of ribbon, which originally it was supposed to be a giant ball of twine, but after I started drawing everything, it's like those are too thick for twine. Ribbon. We'll do ribbon.
I think Cole touched it. CMC, you know he would touch it.
Don't touch the magically enchanted ribbon.
You know he would.
And just to be honest, on Sunday when I drew this, Toa actually somewhat impressed me with his demeanor during Human Fall Flat, so I added in his dragon form wing. That's right.
I'm down with that. And I thank you. By the way, are we doing Human Fall Flat next week? Because that's fun.
Oh, that's my hope. That is definitely my hope. Yeah. And if anybody else is, if you're wondering where anybody else is, they're in the back. We'll just say that they're in the back. It's a giant ball. They could very well be behind in the back on other parts you can't see.
Well, so far I can only tell that two of us can breathe, and that's you and whoever's poking out the very front here.
That's Coal Dust actually. If you zoom in a little closer, you can kind of see his color scheme and also a tuft of his curly hair. And we're gonna pretend everybody can breathe. It's just a giant ball of ribbon. It's loose enough that we're apparently getting sucked into it, but not tight enough that we're probably suffocating. Just kind of in there struggling. See,
and like I said,
Asuki
somebody
right
had to take the picture. And I, sadly enough, was the one that was bestowed that honor.
So you took a picture of all of us suffering in a ribbon. Instead of just being stuck in the back,
it was one of those, you set it on a timer things. We're all standing there, and then it gets poked, and it just grabs us before it actually takes a shot.
But yeah, it was a little joke, especially with all the Farside comics I used to read as a kid. So I'm just like, let's do just one of those silly ones with disaster strikes. Just I don't know. There we go. All right, and those are the three that I picked for my shenanigans. I also recently did today I did a tribute for Greasy Joe. What the brain, please? Sorry. Commander Wolf. Okay, somebody help. Sketchy Wolf. Oh,
Dr. Wolf?
Sketchy Wolf. I did a little tribute to Sketchy Wolf as well. If anybody wants to check that out, that's in the in my Tumblr as well as in our Discord. But let's go ahead and move on to Toa.
21, simply because apparently the item that I drew is called a stitching pony. So I stretched the limits of the word pony. And you're looking at me with disapproval.
We are looking at you with disapproval. I'm looking at you with disapproval right now. That's not even clever. I don't know what that is. My brain hurts.
Say stretching the limits.
Something feels stretched. Okay, so that's number 1.
24 deed.
Okay, I meant this one. This one I couldn't deny either. We got Toa locked in the lonely corner. Of course.
Simsy is not happy.
Well, Simsy's not happy because he wants you to move furniture, which he move supplies. Which, yeah, I have to agree. I probably would let you out to move stuff around. So I can't argue that. Of course, you.
Well, Maddie's got work to do.
Moved.
Of course, he drew him without the mustache. When we pointed it out, he's like, well, he had the dream where it got shaped off, but that was a dream. But I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to leave it alone. And
Alternate universe.
Yeah. And then I'll do 26 for adventure.
Which you missed an E on.
Eh.
It's okay. For Pony Life, they add an L in Pony, so it's fine.
Fair enough.
So basically, I remember Peanut Butter Gamer and his adventure gag where he would dress up as Link and just go, adventure! So I did that. And you're just like, what?
Well, yeah, you look like you're wearing a hoodie and about a hat from an anime con.
Also, no. We'll take the title as it is. He's short circuiting. Epiter.
That's it. Okay, that's it. Okay, Suki got it. Suki wins the award for adventure.
Adventure. And Pony Life gets the reward for. Wait, no, Equestria Daily got the reward for Pony Life. I'm trying to think how you'd actually say
Pony Life.
Pony.
Pole. Hey, it must be the pole. Okay.
It's the Pole.
God damn it, Vaguely.
Okay, so next week's challenge.
Like a Zelda. Is like a Zelda?
Okay. Oh, Vaguely, I love you. Okay.
Well, at the very least, I didn't do like a Tarzan or George of the Jungle.
Okay, I love Vaguely so much. Why in the world haven't I put the Vaguely button up yet on the Discord?
I don't know. It's your fault.
Or not the Discord. Yeah. So, all right. Let's actually get back onto attacks here for just a little bit longer, so we can get to Scriblio. So, next week's challenge, as I mentioned, the Artist Training Ground is going to be wrapping up. So we are still going to accept the prompt any entries on the prompts, but now it's time to start issuing out prompts of our own. So my prompt is... Okay, yeah, I was going to say barbecue, but then my brain's just like, wait, that doesn't seem quite right. And then I'm just like,
That's actually
how
what he's
about
talking about.
maybe sad fireworks, but sad fireworks seems so depressing. Come on, yeah.
Scary fireworks. You go and light it and nothing happens.
Yeah. Summer evening. So what do you do on a summer evening when you have nothing else to do for the day? Do you just sit and read a book? Do you play video games? Do you just sit on the porch with a cold one? Whether it's an alcoholic or non-alcoholic cold one is up to you. But just kind of sit there, maybe sitting with a friend, talking about whatever comes up. Or maybe you just start lighting random things on fire and running away. Summer evening where magical things can happen. Or you end up going to prison because you do something really wrong. It all can happen on a summer evening.
Beautiful.
And somehow
However, there is one problem because we have the Protest Initiative Challenge.
And I was scrolling through Animal Crossing memes, so I'm gonna have to go with a job well done or something deserving of a 5-star rating.
10 out of 10.
Summer evening, go to a 5-star restaurant. Or make your own meal. Haha. No. And that will be our challenge of the week. Remember, this doesn't have to be just drawing. Even though we do a lot of art, a lot of art here, we also will accept writing, stories, poetry, haikus, interpretive dancing, doing a polka, figuring out how to clog dance to it, making molding clay, whatever you got. The whole point.
Tap dancing.
The whole point is to take the prompt and figure out a way to make it work with whatever artistic skill you want to throw out there. Whether something completely different, something that you're familiar with. We just want to promote creativity. Because we love you.
5 stars isn't good or is in wanted level. I'm gonna go with yes.
5 stars can mean whatever you want it to mean. Yeah. Now remember, 5
as long
stars.
as it isn't 4 stars.
Just remember,
because
5
that is far
stars.
Equestria.
Just remember, 5 stars doesn't mean you get a tank, though. You're just that step off of a tank, but you can still get an FBI vehicle.
I thought FBI was 6.
No, I think that's all the army stuff.
It's been too long.
It depends on which game you play.
It's always hard to get from that 5 to 6 and be alive still.